Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of, does utilizing your time properly make you happier? Well, it really depends on the person. For me, I do like to have definitely some sort of organization in my life. I do feel that if I don't give specific amount of time to certain things, then I tend to get nervous because I'm wasting time. I feel that things could be better organized, and it just makes me stress. And the fact of just being able to have a calendar, being able to organize my things, being able to just have an organized life just makes me better. It makes me also more efficient, because after all, within the society, we're all set on our clocks. We all have watches. We all have predetermined times that we need to be in places, and it's important to follow them, because if you don't, well, you'd never be on time at work. And we do live in a society where we have 9-to-5 jobs, or where most people do sleep at night and most people do wake up in the morning. And as for myself, I like to wake up early. I like to enjoy things in the morning, and I do sometimes go to sleep kind of late, but I try to make it a point not to be up till 4 a.m. in the morning or later, because then what's going to happen is that I'm going to oversleep, and that's not being efficient. But does it make me happier? I think it does, because it makes me have an efficient life. It makes me be able to do things, allot time to different things, and also at the same time, by using my time efficiently, what happens is that I plan. So before the day even starts, before the week even starts, sometimes I get appointments. I make plans of this and this and that needs to be done. For example, even the videos that I make for these walk and talks, I know that I have to make 5 of them a week, and I give a specific amount of time to each of them so that I can actually complete it. And then it takes time to post them online, to create a little thumbnail and all that stuff. And these are all things that are allotted to time, and it's organization. If I didn't have that, I would probably procrastinate. And I think that's the biggest difference between people who are achieving things and people who are not, is that they basically don't have Google calendars, they don't have alarms, they don't have specific times, because you could literally waste more time than you could even imagine. Even if you're gonna watch Netflix or binge a series or play a video game, these are leisurely things. But on your day off, if you give specific amounts of time, saying, for example, hey, I'm gonna relax, eat my breakfast from this time to that time, and then at this point I'm gonna play my games for 2 hours, and then after that I'm gonna go meet up with someone, and then after that I'm gonna go on my hike, and then I'm gonna exercise a little bit, and then I'm gonna do this. It sounds like it's not your day off, but it kind of is, because you're just planning the times, and you know that you can focus on more things and have more fun, literally, if you actually take that time to plan your day. And I found, at least I have a couple of friends who are really bad with allotting time. They always say, hey, I don't want to pressure myself on this, pressure myself on that. But then I find that they don't create as much. For me, if I'm gonna say I have to do a walk and talk video, I don't go to sleep until it's done. I basically have to do it. If it's late at night, if it's early in the morning, it's never happened that it's been late at night, but I will have to complete it. And if it is late at night, actually, that I haven't released it, at least I'll do my best to have it done before I will get it done before I go to sleep. And that's how it is, even if sometimes it has happened that maybe internet connections have gone bad or Instagram wasn't working that well. That can happen. These are things that are out of your hands, but still at the same time, you make a point of accomplishing things. And I think even with your life, it's important to plan, but also don't get disappointed if you can't always do the things at the moment that you want to have the things done. For example, in our society, we tend to go to school, then to middle school, then to high school, then to college, and in the ideal world, we'd be graduates by the age of 22, and then you're in the workforce after that. And then a few years later, you'd have a family, then have kids, then continue your career until you retire, and then your kids will have kids, and then etc., etc., etc. But that's just a cookie cutter, kind of boring life in a way. It's cool. Some people probably definitely like that kind of stuff, but for me, I feel that that's not your plan. It's somebody else's plan. It's somebody who basically, it can be kind of the norm in some way because we do grow at a certain time, and we have this more or less specific amount of time that we are on this earth. Even though some people might die younger, some people might die older, it's still within a similar realm in some way. And yes, the earlier years are meant for exploration, but at the same time, if you don't have a degree at 22, then you don't have to actually compare yourself with other people. That's my point, really, is that if somebody has a family at 24 and you don't have any kids at 35, well, it's not because of that you messed up your planning, that you've messed up your day, your life. And it doesn't mean that person was more organized. Most of the time it's probably because they might have even had an accident or whatever it is, and they just got stuck with a kid. Who knows? But at the same time, I do feel that if you do compare yourself, it's not the same thing as planning. You want to plan things, you want to try to get things done within a certain time frame, you want to be efficient, but at the same time, you also want to be realistic. And also, if it's those bigger things like getting your career fully sorted out, or you have to have a family or get a kid by this age or that age, or you're getting old, that's not correct planning. That's just putting, again, it's sort of like an obstacle. You're putting obstacles, and actually you're making it in such a way that you probably will have more time getting to the things that you want to get to, because you're actually doubting yourself. And if you're doubting yourself, then you're not able to be efficient and able to plan, and it's actually taking you away from your happiness. It literally is. And in order to get that focus, to do the planning properly, you just need to do the best you can. Do the things you're going to do. If you say that you're going to meet someone, meet them at that time. If you're going to do the things, just do them at that time. If you plan that you're going to do some specific project for work, do it in time. Show up in time for work, and all these things. Those are just things that will make your life much easier. And then for other things that are kind of unrealistic to know, is perfect careers, perfect family, when to start a family, all that stuff. That's things that you can kind of try to plan, but you can't give yourself a deadline because you don't know. These are things that are outside of just your workmanship. You're just outside of whatever you can do, because you need other people for that. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.